people, don't pay me no mind with the umbrella in the house. Alright? I was just going for a little vibe and I drew for the umbrella. How are you doing? Like, how are you all doing? It has been a long time. I know. There has been a lot going on as usual. What's new, Stace? What is new? Hi, everybody. It is Stacy, personally speaking. I am no longer in Japan. I am here in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, I have been in Jamaica now for the past July, August, 2 months, 3 weeks. 2 months and 3 weeks. That's how long I have been back home in Jamaica. Whoa! I am still going through a lot of reverse culture shock on top of shock. Just things, So I really don't know where to begin or whatever. But you know what really pushed me to do this live that I've wanted to do like forever? This. So let me start right here. Do you know what this is? I wonder if you can tell me what it is. No, it's not a tomato. It is not a tomato. I'm going to cut it and then I want you to tell me if you know what it is. So it is a fruit, yes. Does this look familiar to anybody? To anyone? Well, let me tell you what it is. It's a dragon fruit. Imagine my surprise. Dragon fruit. And maybe I shouldn't have been so surprised because my first encounter with this was in Japan, yes, but it was a fruit imported from the Philippines, which means it's a tropical fruit or subtropical at the very least. But guess what? I didn't know it was in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, a lot of us didn't know it could be eaten because this is grown on the cactus. Yes. So this was actually introduced to me by my cousin who saw somebody from the community where I live talking about it on TikTok. And I'm like, but why is the skin so smooth? Because the one from Japan that I had encountered had like a layered vibe to it. So I was very surprised. But guess what? I said, guess what? Enough time, no. It tastes basically the same. And if you know anything about dragon fruit, that means it has no taste. This one's a little sweetish. But unlike the one that I had in Japan where I cut it and peeled it or scooped it out, I just naturally ate the skin of this one because of its appearance. The skin is slightly tangy, which is a nice contrast to the dragon fruit itself, which tends to be a little bit bland. But this one has a little hint of sweetness. It also has a very kind of a little bit of slime. Y'all can't see that, huh? Me alone can't see it. It has a little bit of sliminess going on there, which I didn't experience with the one in Japan, but that's okay. So now I have access to free fruit in my community. So as I was driving along, my cousin was like, stop vehicle. And she jumped out and went and picked a couple of them. So I will never say no to free fruit. But Stacy, that you really leave Japan for? You go to Jamaica, but you want free fruit? Believe it or not, Jamaica has been a little challenging. I guess in a good way, It continues to keep me praying, build my faith, keep my faith muscles going. So I'm here. I'm in my home. Not so new anymore, even though I moved in here. So I came back to Jamaica June 21st, but I didn't move until about a week and a half later, 2 weeks later, that I moved in completely. When I say moved in, I mean the things that I had were moved into my house, but I had not moved in with them until I'd gotten a fan. So just about the first week of July is when I moved in. So you can see my fridge there behind me. It's still pretty empty. Just this Saturday, I got this dining area that I'm sitting in. And like probably a month before that, I got my stove. So I've been taking my time getting things in ad hoc manners, because I wasn't working at the time and I didn't have any money coming in. So on that note, I started working 3 weeks ago. Another dream of mine fulfilled, courtesy of courtesy of God's mercy and grace. You see me drinking. It's choke. I was choking now, but guess what? The place hot. The first couple of months were absolutely stifling for me here in Jamaica. The heat, the humidity, and that's not so true. The first couple of weeks where I'm living is very windy. There was a lot of breeze, but then after that, it just got hot, like miserably, unbearably hot, and there was no breeze. The place was just so still, and I was literally going around with that pink umbrella. I'm sure there are people out there who would probably know me by that pink umbrella because I take it everywhere. People were teasing me, "Oh, you're going like you're dry land tourist. This man, the place is hot." So I've had to be using that umbrella like for everything. What else? So the place hot. I don't have any AC at my house. We don't have AC, like in the public transportation like that, which I want to touch on in a bit. Let me eat. Oh, me must go. Correct. Never. Meet eh? So like, it's hot. So in Japan, all of the buses have AC. There's just no two ways about it. So you almost don't even get to feel summer too much if you are moving from a bus to a building. You really don't get to feel summer that much. But here in Jamaica, you better know so you feel it. There is no misting place for you to walk through and get any mist blowing on you. Not that I know of. The buses, let me talk about the bus. The public transportation system gone to shambles. Everybody now driving. Everybody's driving. A significant amount of people are driving. A lot more cars are on the road. Do you know what that means? More traffic. The traffic is miserable. School just started back. Mercy, almost 2 hours. Most of that in traffic just to get from point A to point B. Whether I am going to work or coming back from work. So yeah, I mentioned that I'm working. I'm actually working as an adjunct lecturer at the Edna Manley College. It is one of my dreams fulfilled, and I'm just giving God thanks. I can literally just check off my dream box. House check, master's check, dream job check. We'll see how much of a dream it is because it has been tiring but exciting. I'm excited to go to work, and that's a good thing. I'm still learning the ropes. It's just week 3. I work 3 days per week. But I am so grateful for the opportunity, you know, because I've always wanted to teach art. Let's get that. So I've been teaching English for the past 7 years, but I've always wanted to teach art. And here I have the opportunity to do just that. So I am grateful. And we still have a lot of things to catch up on. I have endless amounts of videos, which I'm beginning to even wonder if it makes sense to put them out again because they are so outdated in terms of the content. But I still want to be able to share those with you. Yeah, I know persons were asking me about the yard outside. I had taken videos like months ago showing the yard outside, which has now changed, as you can imagine. But I'm just glad I was able to have this little chat with you, you know, prompted by my dragon fruit in Jamaica, yes, which comes from the cactus plant. So whether it's a flat tuna looking cactus or the other, you know, that one you always see on TV or cartoon, that one, I don't know the name of it. Look out for these kind of red looking bulbs coming up on them. Of course, animals like them too, so you might have to compete for them. But yeah, so I am here eating dragon fruit, and the first place I had was in Japan. There are so many fruits and so on here in Jamaica that we probably don't even know. But sharing knowledge is very important. So thank you so much for checking out this video. It was just me talking, and I'm just kind of giving you an update on what's been going on. I'm still very busy just because I am learning the ropes of being a lecturer, working on course outlines, creating syllabus, and all of those wonderful things. Listen, I must respect on the teachers. They go through a lot. At all levels, at all levels. Until next time. I don't know when next time is going to be. I'm not making any promises, you know. Until I kind of settle down, I can't make any promises yet. But I'm excited to show you guys what I've been growing, because that is what I'm about. Planting what I can eat and eating what I grow. Until then, expensive markets. Food here is about the same price or more than what's in Japan. So the time that I've been in Japan, the price of things here, because you know we import a lot of stuff. We import so much, even our fruits and so on. And we are also affected by inclement weather, hurricanes, droughts, and we've been having a lot of drought. And so our fruits have been hit really, really hard. Our oranges, citrus, you can hardly find any. And when you do find any, it's some little pebbles that I'm selling. You know, so just continue to pray for our country, pray for our students, people. I know I said I was going to go, but I have to say this. Pray for our transportation system. Pray for those who take it daily. Trust me, it is very frustrating. You are like so tired when you come off any one of the buses, whether JUTC bus, yellow coaster bus, or the other coaster bus, which I am not going to take. I made the mistake and I took one. People, if I was a policeman, I would throw the entire book at that driver, doctor, everybody. I would take away him license and he couldn't get no more license. The way how him drive and endanger people's life, and everybody just sit down in the bus like it's what them used to. And they accept it, and so the drivers keep doing it. And then we feel like we are held hostage or in bondage to these drivers because the JUTC bus is not reliable. But so please pray for the students. I take a bus with them today, almost 2 hours on the bus. But I'm not exaggerating. And when I see how them, me frustrated a long time, you know. When I see how them sweating, and I see the big bag on them back, and they must stand up, and I was sitting down, and I'm like, how they even manage to learn anything? Because I know the commute to go to school is just the same if you're not getting a ride to school and a ride home. It's just a frustrating and tiring ordeal. And yet we can produce such brilliance here in Jamaica. So keep our students, our transportation system in prayer. Keep our government and leaders in prayer that they will make wise decisions. While I was in the bus, I was thinking to myself, now I know how to pray. I can empathize a lot. And before I left Jamaica, I was taking the bus too, but it has gotten worse. Those politicians and leaders who are making these decisions and talking about, oh, this, we have X amount of buses coming in, they need to go and try and take the buses themselves. Not just during peak hours, because I was traveling at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it was miserable. Right? So they are making decisions out of no experience. They need to go and take the buses and have the experience for themselves, and you'll see how quick them fix the system. He who feels it really knows. But I will end it here. It's Stacy personally speaking, back home in Jamaica, the land of my birth, giving thanks. Yes, it's hot, but I prefer this to the winter that my friends in Japan are going to be facing very soon. But before the winter comes, enjoy the fall. Enjoy the beautiful leaves. Enjoy the coolness that will come until winter time. Bye for now from Stacy, personally speaking.